Hey guys, this is Freddy V from TÉCNICA-RC. And this video is going to be a little bit of a breakdown on my RC10 B1.5. B1.5, you may ask yourselves, they never made a B1.5. What a B1.5 comes down to is you take the RC10 T2 tub and you cut it down, you shorten it down. After you cut the chassis down, you reinstall the front bulkhead and just add buggy arms. In this case, I used Klein arms from Dyno-Tech Racing. And from there, just, your choice. You could use front T2 shock towers if you want to with the RC10 T2 shocks all around, or what I did in my case, I used Factory Works shock tower so I can fit the buggy front shocks in the front, and then I'm using RC10 T6.2 rear shocks, all around 12mm shocks. As you can see, these arms are a little sloppy. They got a bit of slop, but this is due to me boring the holes out so I could fit bigger hinge pins. So I ordered a set of brand new Klein arms from Dyno-Tech. These arms are made out of Delrin. They're very durable and they give the car that vintage look. I raced with these arms for many years and I've never had one break on me. Is it possible that you could break them? Yeah, but in my case I never broke one. To mount the shocks onto the arms, I use RC10 T3 shock mounts. That gives the car a little bit more droop. The front arms, again, they're Klein arms from Dyno-Tech. And to complete the front end, I use RC10 spindles, axles, and spindle carriers. As you can see, after replacing the rear arms, everything is nice and tight, no sloppiness, and everything looks good. When it came down to the body, I could have gone with a whole bunch of different choices, but I decided on the RC10 B3, because since I already had a RC10 B3, I put it on top of the B1.5 and I saw that it fitted pretty good. So when I did some creative cutting, it fits like it was made for this chassis. It fits great. I mounted with Velcro, no body clips. The wing is mounted onto the chassis with RC10 B6.2 wing mounts that I've cut in half. And whenever I want to remove the body, I'll just remove the clips, remove the wing, and just detach the body from the chassis. As for wheels in this car, I'm running rear RC10 B6.2 wheels and J Concepts vintage front wheels that I've narrowed down so I can fit these narrow tires. These tires are Traxxas 2.15 spike tires from, I think, the Radicator or Radicator 2. They're very vintage, they look real good. I was lucky enough to have 2 or 3 sets of them and they look perfect on this buggy. Of course, when I'm racing, I'll be running the modern Schumacher tires, but for just sitting on the shelf, they look great. For bashing, they're good tires, and I think they complement the build. The wing mounts are from a RC10 B6, which I cut down the middle and mounted it on the shock tower, so I can make the wing removable. Fits pretty good. As far as the slipper system, I used a TÉCNICA-RC top shaft for the B4, and the rest of the stuff is just RC10 B4 slipper plates, slipper pads, and modern spur gear. Transmission, as you can see, it's an RC10 T2 transmission, and it runs great with the silver can. Very nice and free. As you can see, this chassis was pretty beaten up. That's the only reason why I cut it up to make this buggy. The countersink holes were too deep where everything was just flopping around. So I decided to recycle this and make it into a buggy. The front end is a RC10T or T2 nose plate with a RC10T or T2 bulkhead. And instead of running a 10T shock tower, I'm running a factory works shock tower in the front that allows me to run buggy front shocks, and they're 12mm shocks. You know, it makes the car nice and plush. Even though the chassis is all battered up, I like my cars to be nice and plush when they jump. Plus the jumps are RCHR, they're not that big, but again, I like my cars. I'm used to my cars being plush, and by running the bigger shocks, it makes my car nice and plush, nice and quiet, no chassis slap. So there you go. I'm running aluminum bell cranks that I bought off of eBay. I'm not sure the brand, I think it's Dogs Racing. I wanted something flashier. This is I know it's a recycled buggy, basically out of recycled parts that I had laid around, but I wanted something nice for the steering. As far as the battery hold down, I had to get a little creative. Again, a lot of these original parts are getting very expensive, so I wanted to throw stuff in there that I already use, I already have on hand. So I use standoffs, I use servo mounts, I use pieces of carbon, and I came up with this battery hold down. And as you can see, it holds my shorty lipo pretty good, nice and tight. Didn't cost me anything because I already had the parts, and I think it looks pretty nice. You know, comment down below if you like it. If you don't, well, it is my car, so I like it. It's pretty nice. If you're wondering what that big red thing is on the servo, it's a thumb screw that I added just in case I want to remove the servo horn and make any adjustments. I'll just reach in there and unscrew it, take the servo horn out, and I'm done with it. Nice and easy. Here you can see that I added RC10 T3 arm shock mounts, and this allows the car to have more droop. If I mounted the shocks directly onto the arms, my car would be completely flat, but by doing this allows the car to have a little bit more droop, which is beneficial for off-road racing. These mounts mount directly onto the existing holes on the client arms, and they fit like they were factory. Well, YouTube, there you have it. A little bit of a breakdown on my vintage RC10 B1.5. If you enjoyed the video, please comment below. If you want me to make more content like this, please comment below. And like always, please subscribe, like, and share these videos. And I'll see you in the next one.
If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!